Yo, what's up? It's Ant McKee,
It's K Rose.
Let's go.
and this is episode 28 of the Laundromat Show. How you guys doing today?
Man, I'm doing great. I can't complain. Another week, you know what I'm saying?
Chilling, bro. Can't complain either.
That's what's up. So go ahead and shout out these social medias before we get into it, Cheese.
As always, y'all know the drill. Instagram, The Laundromat Show. Facebook, The Laundromat Show. Twitter, just Laundromat Show. And on TikTok, we're The Laundromat Show. We're starting to get a little bit more active on TikTok, so follow us on there. Make sure y'all follow us on all podcast platforms or subscribe to our YouTube as well.
The TikTok is definitely picking up. We're not doing no dances on there yet. We're going to get Esco to take care of that portion soon. But, for now, we just posting clips of the show. And then go ahead and shout out that black business we got this week.
Black businessman. As always, another one of my cousins. Follow the art page, Art Above Reality. So that's Art Above Reality on Instagram. Basically, he just posts different posts and information about everything pertaining to fine art, physically and digitally. And you can go to artabovereality.art. That's at the website. And if you got anything that you're interested in about art, is whatever in California, you can email info@artabovereality.com. It's my cuz. He runs the page. Got about like 6,000 followers. So he doing his thing on that joint.
Let me guess. You've been thinking about starting a podcast, but you just don't know where to get started. Well, I have some good news for you. The Laundromat is feeling generous, and we're going to let you know how we've been recording for almost a year now. Buzzsprout. Buzzsprout gets your show listed on every major podcast platform. And if that's not good enough, you'll get a great-looking podcast website, audio players that can drop into other websites, detailed analytics to see how people are listening, and tools to promote your episodes and more. So follow the link in our show notes and let Buzzsprout know we sent you. You'll get a $20 Amazon gift card if you sign up for a paid plan, and it helps support the show. So stop procrastinating and start that podcast.
Cheese is Damon Wayans, man. He always got the whole family eating, man. I respect it. So shout out to the black business. And speaking of cheese, man, we're going to get right into it. What you see this week, Cheese?
All right, man. So let's get right into it. Also, I know we was supposed to mention this last episode. I know we're coming up towards our 30th episode. I know you guys was thinking about we all were thinking about doing a raffle or some sort. So we'll get the details to all you podcast followers out on our page soon enough. We got to come up with the details and stuff, but look out for that for our upcoming 30th episode.
We don't know what. Y'all going to win something, though.
Somebody's going to win something. I can't say everybody's going to win.
Yeah, not y'all. Somebody. We not that big yet. Y'all don't watch it that much.
Yeah, definitely get our views up. But anyway, thinking about viewing is the What You See Cheese segment. You know, I got to speak on something I see on social media. I think we all saw this, guys, because it's kind of been a big story in the culture, as you would say. There's a Brittany Renner and a PJ Washington situation. So just to give some background to the listener or viewer, PJ Washington is a forward for the Charlotte Hornets. He was the 16th pick in the 2019 NBA draft. And he's recently been dating an Instagram model named Brittany Renner. She's super popping, I guess, on Instagram. Got 1 million followers because she posts great pictures on Instagram. IG model, you know.
She posts what? She posts what pictures, bro?
Great pictures, you know, just nice looking pictures on Instagram.
Nah, you really broke up. I didn't hear you. I wasn't even trying.
Oh, my bad, bro. My audio good now?
Yeah, you good.
All right, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. But yeah, so he's been dating this IG model, Brittany Renner. And it's been a whole big thing recently because they've been together and they recently had a child, I guess, a few months ago. And now they're having some issues. They're like broken up. And he's basically been posting on his Instagram saying he can't see his son. And people are basically like kind of joking on PJ Washington saying, bro, you know who you got with. She's that type of IG model, if you know what I mean. What are you guys' thoughts on this situation?
I don't really have no remorse in the situation, to be honest with you. Because
no remorse.
I'm not going to joke on him. Like, I don't think it's funny that what's happening. He can't see his son or whatever, what's going on. But also, at the same time, I don't feel like it's something you can't see coming because she was on Instagram with 1 million followers before he was in the league. So you gotta know what you're getting yourself into.
For sure.
At the end of the day, I mean, you can't be out here. We were millions of dollars. You can't be out here just shooting up the club.
That's true.
What I'm hearing is she got him on papers for 200 racks a month.
Okay. So all right. So let me also give some more background to anybody listening too. Brittany Renner, like I said, she's an IG model, the typical IG model that posts a lot of great pictures or whatever. She also has a past viral video that came out a few years ago where she says in the video, athletes are dumb. And the easiest way to a check is to obviously start dating them and obviously, I guess, have a baby by them or marry them. That's the easiest way to a check because athletes are dumb. So she said she has a video that went viral where she said that in the past, just to get some background.
In my experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
Also, to what you just said, Aunt, I've been looking that up too. I don't think it's true that he has to pay $200K in child support to her.
I hope not. I hope not.
What do you think about it though, Aunt?
I don't know. I don't feel sorry for him. I feel like with you gotta do your homework. You gotta know who you're dealing with. Like you said, there's a viral video where she giving the whole play up. So, you gotta know what you're getting into. And I can't even be mad at her because this is a prime example. Is she wrong? Everything she said is developing right before her eyes.
I was thinking the same shit, bro. I'm
From
like,
what I know, and then word on the street is she been grooming Bull since he played at Kentucky. She been on him, recruiting him, waiting her turn, and the play worked. Just like she on her Coach K, just like she said it would. So it works. So I'm not mad at her, and I can't feel sorry for him, man. If you tricking, this is what happened, man.
So you don't think that given their ages, Brittany Renner, IG model, she's 29 years old. So she's a grown woman for real. PJ Washington, he just got drafted to the NBA about 2 years ago. He's only about 22 years old. So could you imagine a situation where we're all hoopers and let's say one of us gets drafted? We're still new to the lifestyle, having the money. He's a millionaire now. He's worth like 20 million now.
Correct.
We're still new to the lifestyle. We just moved to a brand new city. We're popping now. We're famous. We have money. Do you think there's any situation where, like, you young, so you may be more susceptible to getting played by an older woman who's been in the game for a little longer? You don't think that's possible?
No, and I'll tell you why. I highly doubt nobody in that Hornets locker room or in his NBA circle didn't advise him against that. He probably went against what they told him and said, I got this. I highly doubt any NBA player doesn't have a circle of old heads who've been in the league at least 3 more years longer than you said, that's not the move, bro.
What's not the move, though? And tell me exactly where he should have stopped.
She's not the move.
So hold. Just hear me out. Is it not the move to take her seriously and have a relationship and then have a kid with her? Or is it just not the move to deal with her at all?
Me personally, I would stay far away from her. Once you make statements like that on record, we're not even gonna get into that. Stay far away from me. If I see you, I'm running to the other side of the street.
For me, bro, I feel like yes, it's possible that he was taken advantage of because of the age difference, the circumstance, yada yada yada. But I don't think that's what happened here, because in this case, PJ Washington wasn't some average dude that got drafted to the NBA. He was at Kentucky, which means he was already getting high caliber women because they throwed him to, like, he went to Kentucky. That's all I gotta say about that.
If you go to Kentucky,
before that, I'm pretty sure he was All-American. If he wasn't in the game, he was a nominee. Yeah. So it's not like it was new to have women, throwing themselves at him. So I feel like, again, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into and handle yourself better in those situations. Point blank, period, bro.
Speak to that, Lee, because you went D1. I mean, we all played college ball.
Right.
You went D1, right? Now, you didn't go to Kentucky, so there's obviously going to be levels to everything. But, like, speak to it as a D1 player, because I know when I went to St. Joe's, I didn't play for the team, but I knew I played a little bit of, like, against some of the players that was on the team. It was definitely a status thing. Like, they was like, for example, when I was at St. Joe's, quick story. When niggas thought I was on the team, when I thought I was on the team for about a week and a half, the people used to be like, yo, you walked onto the team? You're on the team? Everything was hyped. The parties, it was lovely. Then as soon as, like, it was like word, like, yo, are you on the team? And I was like, nah, I'm not on the team no more. Niggas was like, oh, all right. See, we holler at you.
So
that's hilarious.
That's hilarious. That's really how it is, though, because, like, people really treat you differently, and, like, a lot of dudes will acknowledge that, and they'll pretend like we're like everybody else, or like we are like everybody else in a lot of ways. Like we go to class and all that shit, and obviously we have some things that are harder than everybody else, where we have to go to class and do this whole extra job on top of going to class and shit like that. But the perks are there, and when I say the perks are there, I mean not only do all like a lot of the teachers and shit know who you are, like just random people around campus you never even like you never heard of or speak or you would speak to in regular conversation will come up to you like, hey, good game last night and shit like that. And it's just like it really is like crazy levels. And then when you go to a Kentucky, nigga, come on, bro.
Yeah.
You can't tell me a Brittany Renner type didn't already come through his door.
Well, she came to Kentucky to see him.
Exactly. She went to Kentucky to see him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
Bro, I'm not trying to hear that.
Kentucky's like the NBA.
Going off what Esco and you were saying, I don't even think it's D1, but like you said, the higher level you are, the more dramatic the situation. Like,
I think she went to D1 shit because like D1 schools are typically larger than like the smaller schools. So just the population and just the mass of people and like there a lot of like, so I went to a school that was in Baltimore basically. So that just volume of people right there was crazy. I think I
can only imagine because my first school was in East Stroudsburg and like we were the number 1 D2 team, but we was living like we were kings. So I can only imagine if you're in Kentucky, one of the biggest basketball franchises in America, and it's just a whole nother level.
Now,
but
Kentucky is in Lexington, Kentucky, right? Now imagine if East Stroudsburg was in Philly or some shit like that, and y'all was doing the same thing.
Bro, what?
That's the comparison, bro. That's the comparison.
Yeah.
For sure. You had something to say though, Ant? You were saying?
Yeah, I'm saying like you gotta be real with yourself. As an athlete, I think we all know. People try to make it seem like it's hard to figure out. When somebody's coming to you for your status and when somebody's coming to you off the strength. Men try to make it seem like they don't know and it's hard to hurt. Oh, she tricked me. You tricking yourself, bro. You trying to be like, oh no, she want me because I got, bro, It's no way in hell a 29-year-old is coming to a college campus checking out what you got going on because you as a person is that cool. Bro, that's a lick. She looking at you like a lick, bro. You gotta call a spade a spade, bro. You gotta use your
hold on. I'll say this.
Say use your brain.
Use your common sense. I'll say this.
That's funny.
I'll say this. Just to cop her a plea. I do know that she hooped a little bit, so maybe she was going to the Kentucky game because she liked to watch the games, bro.
She liked to watch the player. She was trying to find the player for sure. Last 2 things I wanted to ask y'all about before we move on is like, so I guess you already kind of spoke on this, Ant. Like, I guess these athletes, because it seemed like this happens all the time with these dudes, athletes, entertainers, where they get caught up in a situation with a lady. And it essentially looks like to us that they got trapped with a baby or they got trapped with marriage. And now the relationship breaks up and they lose money, or now they got to pay this woman child support for the next 18 years. So I guess you kind of spoken in a little bit, like, I guess you say that athletes trick themselves. Like, because to me, it would seem like these types of women or people are easily identifiable. Like you can spot that from a mile away.
Well, shooting him some bail. The caliber of player he is, it might be a little bit harder to see that coming because your whole life you're used to your top level. So you're used to be given things. So you can it's easier to trick yourself into thinking, oh, like it's me. But like me personally, I can't speak for y'all. I had to live life without being a top player before. Like, and then I randomly the next year became a top player. So I saw the dramatic change. It was like last year, y'all didn't talk to me. This year, it's like, what? Now y'all like, so it was more obvious to me. But I could see how if I lived that way my whole life, the lines would kind of be blurred. But you still got to do your due diligence. If you're a rookie on the team, I'm always hanging out with the old heads or the older players. And I'm like, who's who, what's what, man? Walk me through it. I'm not jumping out here head first because situations like that happen.
That's a good point. And I guess to move on, last thing I'm gonna say is there's a great chance with this situation because they're saying that Brittany Renner has a book coming out, that this could all be fake and they're just drumming up promotion for her book. So that could easily be the case
on his part.
Yeah, but I mean, they have a child together. You're gonna do what's best for your baby mom.
Get that bread, bro.
Yeah.
It's not his bread, it's shorty bread.
If they still technically together, it's for his kid. I could see someone doing it.
You
So
got a kid with her now, bro.
yeah, so they're connected. So I could definitely see a situation being like that. Moving on, I guess to speak about celebrities and I guess a date. So it looks like it was like a video that came out on social media that I saw where Trey Songz, I don't know, this is kind of a strong phrase, but it looked as if he almost got date raped.
I put that on there.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's the term. Let's
say allegedly it looked like somebody tried to spike his drink.
Yeah. Whoa, I might edit that too. Yeah,
so date rape is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Hold up. So yeah, it looked like a video came out that somebody tried to spike Trey Songz drink. In the video, somebody pours some in his drink. He looks up and gives the person who did it a side eye, and that's where the video cuts off. So I wanted to ask you guys, have you seen this video first?
Yes.
You actually poured a Four Loko in this joint. He ain't like that shit.
Yeah, I would be mad at that too. Number one,
Four Lokos is nasty. I'd be just as mad.
That's like in a drink.
That's disgusting.
Real rap.
I would be very mad at that. How would y'all react in this situation if you were Trey Songz and she really was trying to spike your drink? Like you caught someone at the end, like pouring something in your drink real quick. How would you react?
So what I'll do is this, real quick, before we get into it, let's just surface the situation. We don't know what happened. There's no context in the video.
Yeah.
So let's take Trey Songz out of it. Let's just say period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Shorty didn't try to spike his drink. We don't know. I don't want to indict Shorty.
Yeah, we know
each other. But somebody tried to, I think I've got my drink spiked before. I can't prove it.
What happened? Or not what happened, but how did you react? Like what?
I didn't catch it. You saw how Trey Songz called it and he gave it a look. I didn't catch it.
Oh wow.
Oh, so you just woke up the next day like, damn.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you ever wake up and like, yo, it's no way in hell. It gotta be some foul play involved.
Well, first of all, anytime you just wake up and it's just you just like of course I would think that like if you just wake up somewhere, like what happened?
Yeah, no, that's facts. Anytime you wake up and you don't know, and especially if you were drinking, and to give a little context, we drank a lot in college. Like that was kind of our thing. We would hoop and we would drink. It's like what else to do in Bloomsburg. So we kind of knew our limits, and it wasn't too many times where I remember blacking out from alcohol. Like I would be like getting super lit all night, never really black out.
Right.
And it was rare. So it's a rare thing. What I'm saying is that I wake up and I don't really know where I am, even if I'm out all night drinking. So anytime that I did, I was always like, what the fuck happened to me last night, bro? And it was only a handful of times, bro.
How about to say, how many times did that happen? Because to be honest, when some people describe, and a lot of times it's women that describe this, they be like, I was blackout drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that I've ever been blackout drunk. Yeah. In the sense of how I view what a blackout is. Like how I view it is like, yeah, you fell asleep and you don't remember what happened. I always remember what happened the previous night, or at least how I got to where I was. You feel what I'm saying? Like
you find the blackout incorrectly. That's why you never been blacked out.
That's what I'm asking. So tell me what that is.
He's defining it.
A blackout for me, it's only happened to me maybe I want to say 5 times max in my life. And a blackout is when you drinking, and then you remember you just drinking, and then you just remember waking up the next day. And when you get the recap of the night, all your friends like, yo, you was good, but your mind was on fucking autopilot, nigga. Like you don't know. Like everybody like, yo, you was good, you was vibing all night, but you don't remember that shit.
There's a big gap in the story that you don't recall.
You remember drinking at the pregame, and then you remember waking up the next day, but y'all was out for 6 hours, nigga. What happened?
Exactly.
Well, see,
that's a blackout. That's a blackout.
I still see. That's the thing, and that's how I describe a blackout. So that's never happened to me. I have had times where I lost memory for certain periods of time, but it wasn't like I woke up. It was just like, I guess how when I hear y'all say wake up, I'm thinking y'all saying literally waking up. Like it was a time where I just was like, damn, now I remember what happened here. But I lost a chunk of time for like 3 hours.
That's drinking, bro. I mean, like when you black out, like you literally don't remember none of that shit.
Okay, but, I've never done that.
And
that's never happened.
If everybody you speak to will tell you that you had conversations with them, you might have danced with them, you might have bought them some shots, like all kinds of ill shit. You be like, what the fuck? I did that? Why I did that?
Now, Esco, I'll ask Esco this because she says he doesn't think it's ever happened to him. And our few scenarios where we blacked out, right?
Mhm.
Do you think, because and this is another thing, a topic that we can talk about. As a man, even though this is super sexist, as a man, I find it highly unlikely for a chick to try to slip something in my drink. It's not like I'm a high profile dude.
That's why it be happening.
I don't see what it would gain out of it.
The same way,
What
like,
you get out of it.
here's a common misconception I want to debunk right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Women
I
are
knew it was
just-
going to be controversial.
Women is
so
just
go
as
ahead.
horny as niggas are, bro. Just as horny. So the same way women always think men always want sex. Women always be wanting sex too. It's just not politically correct for them to be out there, you know. That's why what's that song? That's a Summer Walker song that's real big on the radio. It was real big maybe a year or two ago.
I think I know
She
what
was
you're
on there
talking
like basically
about.
like, I just need some, and then girls love that.
Yeah, the one with Drake, right? The one with Drake.
Yeah, he on that joint. Yeah, girls love that joint. Girls Need Love, I think it's called, some shit like that, bro. That joint, it was a big record, and like one of the biggest lines of the song is, "She just needs some," you know. I'm not singing that shit, but you know what it is, bro. And
So
go ahead.
What I was gonna ask you is, do you think it's more likely that it's a scenario where a girl tried to slip you something, or you're hanging out with a girl and somebody tried to slip the girl something and you accidentally took the wrong drink? I think that's more likely. That's more likely.
I would take that drink on purpose. Like if I was out and saw some girl I was with and this nigga sent her a drink, I would take her drink on purpose and give her my shit. Just pour that shit out.
That you should.
I'm saying accidentally though, because I don't really think, I don't know. It's something about me that you're right. It can happen, and because you're off guard, it probably will catch you slipping. I just don't think girls are out here.
That's why you mean, because you
only in certain places, that, like in strip clubs and stuff like that. I'm very wary. If I walk away from my drink, I order a whole new one. I'm cool.
You got to. There might be a booty flick in that joint when you come back.
That's disgusting. First of all, that's disgusting. But no. What I think though, and I agree with you, I think it would be more likely in most social settings for you to mistakenly take a drink that was spiked by another dude to get another girl before a woman would do that to you. But also, like you said, I feel like that probably would happen more so to a Trey Songz. Like I could see him having to be super wary of that every time he went out in public, because I could see women trying to get Trey Songz.
Why you see that?
Because he has money. You know what I mean? He's a celebrity.
On the floor and shit. Air licking coochie. That's
he's a celebrity. Like he's a popping celebrity singer. Like I could see women doing that to him.
Esco saved you. That shit seemed a little spicy. I was trying to get you to elaborate.
Oh, me? Who, me? Oh, nah, no, come on, bro. You know what I'm talking about. No, you can see girls trying to do that. That's crazy. Right. Out of pocket.
He be air licking coochie. I tell him, bro.
Nah. I'm just talking about that. I can see a girl doing that to him, trying to get him jammed up.
Okay. Got you.
But anyway, so I guess did we answer what we would do in that situation? I mean, we kind of just
there's nothing you can do. If you roofie, bro.
Give her that look. Give her that same look he did. Pour that shit out.
To finalize it, if that happened to y'all and somebody did something like that to your drink and you caught them, would you make a scene or would you just be like, go ahead, dump the drink out real quick?
I'm turning into a whole civilian. Security, law, police. I need her out of here.
Guard.
Guard. I need her out of here. Yo.
Nah, real rap.
She gotta get out the club.
You gotta go.
Yeah, I would do that too.
She gotta go.
If it was blatant, like I really caught you doing it, like, and I saw like the pill you just doing my shit, like, yeah, it's time to call the authorities.
It was a Mentos, bro.
No, this is all. Never.
Yeah, we ain't going, man.
I was like, yeah, go ahead and try it then for me. Let me see how it works. All right, so I guess to move on. I don't even know how to transition to this, but this is another topic that I saw, but more so that Leak saw. Go ahead. You go ahead. You could introduce this joint, Leak.
I put this joint on here, bro. I was looking on Twitter. I don't usually chime in and add shit to the What You See Cheese section. I let Cheese see what he see on Twitter.
This is What You See Leak.
Yeah, I had to do a joint. So
what you see Leak
today. And today I saw a tweet that was like basically, why are like 70, 80-year-old, like that gap of people or that age group of people are generally seen as like retirement age. People call them crazy, senile, they're pushed out of the workforce, shit like that. But at the same time, they're running the country right now. Like there's like 10 members of Congress that are 83 to like 87 years old right now.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden's in his 80s. Trump was 70 something. Like all, like not all, obviously. It's a lot of young people in the game now, and that was a big push and a big thing that came up the last couple of years. But I just wanted to know, like, how y'all feel about that?
Let's set this up so we can have like a real good conversation on this. Do you guys think that in your well, obviously we don't know because we're not that old, but in your opinion, do you think, because most working people, they do physical work, the majority of working people, do you think at 70 and 80 you can be physically, out the game? You don't really have anything to contribute, but can be mentally sharp?
Yeah. That's a thing.
I think it's possible.
Okay.
I think the likelihood when you start getting to 70 and 80, the likelihood of that is a lot lower than it would be at 50 or 60. And I think in my opinion, I would feel like it would dramatically decrease.
Okay. How about you, Esco?
I mean, I work with people in this age demographic, and a lot of people I work with start to develop, but you can be healthy your whole life and just develop Alzheimer's, any kind of dementia late in life. Because your brain, we don't understand the brain enough to know why this shit happens. A lot of scientists, or I'm not even gonna say a lot of scientists, I think is what what I believe. I feel like your brain could probably live longer than your body can. Your body kind of decomposes a little bit faster. So I do believe that people can be physically, or not physically, mentally fit later in life. But my issue is, and why I thought this was interesting, is because these people who are still in Congress have been serving in, some form of government since the people I looked up today, it said like 1930s, bro, which means they were there through the entire, niggas was like, they was right there, bro, in Congress the whole time, just chilling.
It's weird. It's weird to think about, but that's like actually real.
Like you was politic just in there the whole time. No change, no nothing. Like I'm just like,
a lot of shit.
You've seen a lot of shit. And I'm like, yo, why not just, I feel like they need to step down. I feel like it's time for younger people to run the country so we can go into the direction that we're trying to go into.
And that's the point I was hoping you touched on. I don't think it's necessarily a thing of you're mentally incapable. I just feel like when you're in those type of positions, theoretically, you're representing the majority of whatever side you're on.
Right.
The majority of people in America, whether you're Democrat or Republican, are not 70 to 80.
Right.
So I feel like you can't represent the majority being a certain age. You need some young blood in there because you don't know what's going on today. You don't know the young person's struggles. No matter how in tune you think you are,
right,
I don't think you can. So it's it's not that I don't think you're capable of you don't know what's going on. I just think at a certain age, I'm 26, I wouldn't feel comfortable being a high school student council dude. I don't know what the fuck high school kids is doing right now. I don't know.
Here's the thing. And I guess we can, we're talking about your specific question, Esco. It's one example, the Supreme Court justices, they don't lose their position. They keep their position once they're a Supreme Court justice their entire life until they I guess die or willingly give it up, from what I understand. So I guess even in anything, it's what do you weigh more? Experience versus new energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's obviously we know, I guess with politically, it kind of makes sense for people to keep older people in place because it's yo, once I get my job, I'm trying to keep it for as long as possible. So they have age things where you can't even be the president until you're what, 35? So it's I guess so they have some age things where you can't even do certain things until you're of a certain age. So I guess what do you guys weigh more in different situations when it comes to leadership? Do y'all think the experience outweighs the new energy, or the new youthful energy always is going to outweigh the experience at an older person? I
think experience isn't judged correctly. I feel like a lot of people's I don't know how they really frame this, but I feel like if you go to school for 4 years, let's say you go to school for 4 years to learn how to build cars, right? But I spent 2 years building cars. Who says that you know more than I do? You know what I mean? That's what I mean about experience. I don't feel like it's judged correctly in a lot of ways. And I don't know if that was the best analogy, or the best one I could come up with on the spot. when I thought about it.
No, that's a good
No, I know
analogy because
exactly
it's
what
kind
you're
of
trying
like,
to say.
what experience do you have?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, what experience that makes the most sense? You may have 4 years of car experience, but you don't have 4 years of actually building a car. Like, so that kind of, I understand your analogy.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
Like if a teacher is let's say two teachers are 42 years old, and they both went to school, whatever, and you have, or I don't know. I'm not even gonna use that one. Matter of fact, you just go, bro. I don't want to use that, John.
Actually, I like what you said with school because my mom's a teacher.
I was gonna use school, John. Go ahead.
I actually had a conversation with her too. My mom's taught over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me herself, with this whole pandemic and this new wave of like virtual and it's technology heavy, she feels lost. So you have experience. I feel like experience goes a long way, but to a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
When you clearly see things are changing, I don't think experience should be as valued as much, because what you have experience in isn't the norm anymore.
Right.
So it's like, okay, this guy has experience being a government leader from these time periods. But as we can see, we're in a time period that's like, we've never seen anything like this before. So he's just as immature. He's just as like a rookie as a 25-year-old, because he's never seen this before.
Right.
Now you're just an old rookie.
Right.
Exactly. You're an old rookie. But I feel like the young people, which I feel like they need more positions, especially in politics, is because I feel like young people, we may not know what's going on because it's new to us too. But I feel like we're the era of we can adapt better because we're used to things not being the same for a long period of time. Mm-hmm. I think the older people in their generations, you have blocks of like 20 years, 10 years where things are relatively the same before they change. We're from that era where every 2 years something's different. Like you got the MP3 this year, next year you got the iPhone, then you got the Sidekick, then you got the Boom Boom. Like we're used to like, okay, this is only gonna last for a year, and we got to figure out the next thing. So I feel like you gotta get some young blood in there instead of these 80-year-old men who and you see it a lot of times they stuck in the 70s and 80s. We like, bro, you passing these things where it's like we ain't did that for 30 years. That don't even make sense.
Nah, that's real rap. That's real bad. And I think also like I guess the transition as well, like a bigger point that like if you're an adult, you would just understand this is like we base our country, if you're just talking about politics, our country is like based on the ideals and thoughts of niggas in the 1600s sort of, you know what I mean? Like, so that's a whole other conversation where it's like we still base a lot of our morals and ideals on what people thought 400, 500 years ago. So,
and then wonder why it doesn't make sense
to us now. So, you know, that's a whole nother convo. And I have another theory that, I mean, I guess, I don't know, this may be controversial, I don't know, but I always felt like past 65, you shouldn't be allowed to drive. I've always held that belief.
No, I kind of feel that.
If you're 65 and up, I don't believe you should be allowed. And this is my opinion. I may be
when
way
I'm
off
65, I'm not going to feel what you're talking about. But right now, I feel what you're talking about.
I will feel the same way, even with myself, bro. I feel like at 65,
get off the road.
I'm done, bro. Somebody's gonna have to drive me, bro. I don't think you should be allowed to operate a vehicle at 65. That's just
birthday. You gonna pass the keys off?
I'm done, bro. I'm done. Hopefully I have enough money to have a chauffeur, bro. I will not be driving at 65, bro. Past 65. I just don't think you should. You be seeing, look, 9 times out of 10, you on the road and somebody going stupid slow. Like you talking about like, yo, the speed limit is 50. They going 25. You look in the window of the car, you know exactly who it is, bro. More than likely, they old as them up.
They don't be 65 though. They be like,
I don't know. I got a weird theory though. I think our generation is going to be some like real, I don't know how to say it, like able or like super hand-eye coordination old heads. I feel like our old heads are going to be the most advanced old heads.
Yeah, people our generation are working longer than most than they used to, because we not being able to save money as much because we're actually making less than, you know, because inflation, we're making less than they used to make. So we not able to save like they could back then. So because it's working longer now.
You know how that's like true. When y'all grandparents, if they're still around, like back in our day when we were kids, they have no idea what the hell we talking about. I really feel like we gonna be able to understand what our what our grandkids are talking about. Like I don't think the gap's gonna be that crazy.
No, we're not.
No, I think
I told Cheese, I told Cheese before the pod, bro. I was talking to a nigga the other day. Was 14. My girl.
That's actually.
And I didn't understand. I was like, he was telling me about how Juice WRLD was the greatest, and I was like, I only heard 2 Juice WRLD tracks, and I was like, yo, I don't care.
No,
That's a great point.
We're still
That's
young.
a great point.
We're still very young, but there's definitely a divide already that
Already,
that
bro.
spoke to, bro.
You're
and
right. Actually, you're right. You're
People
right.
calling me old. I'm like, bro, how?
Yeah, that's funny as a mug. And also, I agree with you too, Ant, because I do think we're living longer and we're more healthy in our later age, like our generation is going to be. So these laws actually might help us in the long run because we'll probably be better 80-year-olds than the 80-year-olds today. But anyway, to move on. So even with my driving thing, that wasn't a very nice thing to say about people 65 plus. I wanted to ask y'all.
You scared of the old head community? You think they're gonna be on your ass?
I might have some old heads in
They're
my
not even
family.
gonna hear this shit, bro. They don't know how to work their phone. They're not gonna hear this shit.
You out of pocket. You out of pocket. But I wanted to ask y'all, man, because I was recently in a situation where like somebody said something to me or they texted me something, and it was just like I could have said something mean or something not very nice in response, but instead I just chose not to respond for a little bit. Like I just chose to just calm down and just not respond.
They was playing with you, Cheese?
It's something like that, bro. It was just some nut stuff, and I was like, all right, I'm not even going. Let me just calm down. So I wanted to ask y'all on rate yourself 1 to 10 on like, do you adhere to the if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all? Like, how good are y'all at that? Like, if
0.
you would have, okay. So you always saying something like you just
-3. I got something to say, man.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I'm probably like a 5. Just because
you a goddamn lie.
Listen.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I'll consider who I'm speaking to. Like to y'all, it's always gonna be 10. No, I mean it's always gonna be 1 or 0. But like if I'm speaking to somebody who can't take that kind of heat, I'm gonna be nicer to them. I'm always like that. Like I'm not just an asshole to everybody. Niggas that people that can take it. I'm gonna
boost my score. I'm gonna boost my score then. If it's somebody who like they're talking crazy, but I know they're not really a threat, I'll leave them alone. But like if I feel like this person actually feels like they like that, I want all the smoke, man. I want all of it.
Listen, I'm from Philly. You come with me, I'm gonna come right back. That's what we do.
Yeah.
But
blood,
I'm not gonna hurt your feelings. I know you can't take that.
Gotcha.
And she's from SWP, so I'm confused how he not even on
you
our
got
page,
stamped the
man.
other day, man.
I had to verify that I actually lived in Southwest Philadelphia recently.
I can't believe it.
I'm stamped out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't always live in Delaware, even though I lived the majority of my life there. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, obviously, y'all would know. I would rate myself probably like a 7, 8. Like, I do a great job of like, if I don't have something nice to say, most likely I'm probably not going to say it. Like, I would probably just hold off on that. And in that situation a couple days ago, it was like, let me just not even respond.
Can you share what was said to you?
No, I can't really share it.
Wait, so can you share a situation where you didn't take the high route?
That's what I did. Okay, that's what I want to hear. Yeah,
So
it had to be a scenario where you took the low route.
A situation off the top of my head, I don't know if I can really think of it though.
Nice, man.
That's a hard joint to go top of your head.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really remember a situation where like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Not off the top of my head where I can like definitively think. I just was like, all right, I'm gonna just go ahead and be out of pocket real quick. I don't know.
When they go low, I don't go high. I take it to the floor, man. I take it to the floor.
I mean, I broke the rule just yesterday. I had a game. And we lost, and the boy after the game was like, yo, bro, good game. I said, man, fuck you, and left. So right there, bro.
That's Esco's bag.
I could have said nothing.
That nigga's a sore loser.
But I said,
that's
nah, fuck
Esco's
you.
bag, bro. Nah, that's Esco's bag. He a sore loser, bro.
How much they beat y'all by?
It wasn't much. It was very close. It was like 3-4.
Damn, you could give him a good game, bro.
No, bro.
That's out of pocket.
It wasn't a good game. I was pissed. Fuck that.
That's out of pocket.
I ain't on that type time. He might be worse than me. He's lower than a 5.
No, I definitely would have thought Esco was worse than you, bro, for sure. Because Esco, you have a personality to me where like you're pretty honest. So it would seem like you would just be honest all the time, like even if you don't.
I am, bro, but I'm not gonna hurt your feelings. Like I'm not like. I'll be honest. So I hold back. I really only hold back with women. Like if you a dude, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck it is, unless you're a little kid. But if you a grown man, I'm not gonna be nice to you if I don't want. If you say something to me and I don't like it, I'm gonna be mean. Fuck you. What you gonna do? Rumble me? All right, rumble then. We cool.
Yeah, because the nigga tried disrespect me in the group chat the other day on the subliminal shit. I caught that. What are you talking about?
Who, me?
Yeah. I'm talking about
What I say, bro?
I Yeah, I gotta catch that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me neither. All right, man. So to move on, that's a nice little John. I'm glad you just said that, and when we talk about subliminals, because you hit the group chat recently, and you had something to say about what you had to say about, bro. You just hit us today.
Listen, so I ain't gonna say. I'm not gonna say nobody's name, man, because they fighting for their musical lives right now. I'm not gonna throw them a life raft, but I think okay. So what do you got? We'll start it off like this. What do you guys have? You guys ever been like mentally intimidated? Like with guys a lot, it's physical. So you know, if you walk in the room, you see somebody taller than you or stronger than you, you might inadvertently like turn up your macho shit because you might feel physically intimidated. As a man, have you ever been in a room with like other men and felt mentally intimidated, like somebody smarter than you or they know more than you, so you get kind of insecure?
Not initially. So if I first walk in a room, I've never had the vibe where I immediately thought somebody was was smarter than me or knew something more than me. Not initially. But I have been in conversations with people and there's a certain topic that pops up. And let's say we around women where it's like, dang, this not really my bag. So I probably got to be quiet on this joint, let bull rock and shine right now.
But did you resent the dude for that?
No. It really, for me, it made me like, I need to get on my shit. When we get out of here, it's time to do some Googles.
Study, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to get on my Googles.
How about you, Esco?
For me, bro, the one thing I'm supremely and utterly confident in is my intelligence. So no, every time I walk in any room, no disrespect to anybody, I feel like I'm the smartest thing in the room. Every time.
Got you. But let's do a hypothetical, right? Let's say you walk in the room and you're not the smartest guy. Do you take that to heart?
That's obviously the case.
Do you take that? Do you take that to heart to where you can't be around that person?
No, I just fucking keep pretending I'm the smartest dude until I am.
I never heard that line of thinking. That's
fake it till you make it. I ain't mad at it.
My thing, but
I don't know this time. I'll be back though, nigga. What are you talking about?
I like that. My thing is, I actually like being in rooms where I'm not the smartest person, because I feel like being the smartest person in the room, honestly, is annoying. Like you're the king of the dummies. I don't really like doing that. So I bring this.
Well, why are you making you the king of the dummies? If you're the smartest person in the room, don't mean you in a room full of dummies. You can be in a room of other smart people. You just at the apex of the smartness.
Okay, but I feel like you're capped. You're not going to learn anything new.
True.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Or even if like those are your boys, I feel like you have I feel like every man has to have two groups. One where you know he's the shot caller, people look at him in a certain way, because I feel like at the end of the day, every man has an ego, so everybody needs to have that group. And then I feel like you also have to have a group where you're the student. If you don't have that, then I feel like you're stagnant.
True. I agree.
Or if you're a group where you're always the student, you kind of get resentment towards your teachers, like, oh, I'm always the fucking little homie. But the reason I brought that up is because I feel as a black man, a lot of times people go, you know, black people don't help each other. Black people only look out for themselves, blah, 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 blah. And I've even said that before, and I'm not saying I'm anybody special that anybody needs to worry about, but on a lower level, I was that guy who had a set of knowledge, who tried to, out of the good of my own heart, tried to offer it to people who I saw had talent, but didn't have that knowledge. And in the black community, I think we don't talk about a lot, is a lot of our problems comes from mental intimidation. Like, you want somebody to help you, but then when somebody helps you, you feel inferior. And then when you feel inferior, you want to start a problem with that person. Ultimately self-sabotaging yourself. And then you go back to asking why nobody else helps me. Like, I'm not trying to go on a rant. Like, how do you, just off that, like, how do y'all feel about that?
I think that was a perfect summary of a daily situation that happens to people, bro. I think that was very well said. I agree. I think that happens a lot. And I'm interested, or I find it interesting that you say that you feel that happens in the black community more so than other communities. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I feel like there's insecure people everywhere. So it's like people like that.
That's my question. So I feel like a lot of the time I see black people talk about things that we always say shit like, oh, this always happens or only happens in the Black community. And I want people to stop saying that shit because I feel like we say that because we only live within the Black community. Like if we were living in the white community, we probably see the same shit. We were living in the Latino community, we probably see the same similar shit.
Yeah. You're right. I can't speak on that because I'm not in the white community.
Right. And I feel like we be putting ourselves down in a bad way just inadvertently by saying this happens in the Black community when in reality it happens in every community. We just not in those other communities to see that
shit.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take it off of Black people, right? People, period.
Right.
Would it make you less willing to share the knowledge that you do have, right? Or if you're in a position, let's say you're in a position, you know some things, you're not the biggest person in the world, but you know a few things and you're in a better spot than some people that you know from the same neighborhood you're from. And you're like, okay, we're all from the same neighborhood. I want to see everybody at least get to my level because together we probably can make something big and we can all get to the next level.
Right.
Would that make you less willing to help people knowing that insecurity in the background, like you help people and then you get them to a certain point and then they want to disassociate themselves from you as soon as possible so it doesn't look like somebody's telling them what to do or they have a boss or something like and then they try to kill your name in that whole disassociation process.
Yeah, I know it wouldn't just be quick because you're always going to find the different types of people. Like one young boy, if I was trying to give him some knowledge, let's say on basketball, like you said, I might run into somebody who has your attitude, who you're going to take all the knowledge and try to push us both to the next level. Let's work together and push to the next level. You know what I mean? I feel like I would just be more mindful of who I give the knowledge to. But I wouldn't necessarily stop giving knowledge because there's always going to be people who are like us, who are built with that, I'm going to take this and embrace the knowledge and use it how I should.
Yeah. Like I'm a helper by nature. Like, so no matter what happened, like somebody might burn me or some shit, I'm just going to learn from that shit, learn what kind of people not to get burned by and help again. Cause that's just the kind of person I am. But at the same time, I'm not going to get burned too many goddamn times.
Yeah. I think that's me and Esco on the same type of time. That's the thing that's kind of frustrating to me. I feel like I'm a natural helper. So when I see something and I clearly see somebody struggling who looks like me and I have the answer, I don't even really want nothing from it. I really want to give you the answer. I'm like, you did the same.
You know who else is a helper? We should be more like, not entirely, but in some ways, Suge Knight. Suge Knight was a helper. He put a lot of niggas on, and niggas wasn't allowed to leave that bro.
I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. I fuck with Suge Knight heavy.
Yeah, Suge. I mean, that's all I've been learning about recently, listening to these docs and shit. But I wanted to say this though. This is a good joint because I think what we're talking about kind of is the big bro syndrome. Whereas like some people, they be
that's
so
a great name for it, bro.
The big bro syndrome, bro. Whereas like so many people, they be so hyped to call you big bro. But then when you become their big bro and try to help them, like you said, they're mentally intimidated. And I think this is a nice little segue to our next like topic. Like, what are the top 5 worst backhanded compliments? So a lot of times, you get in social or you see somebody, they be like big bro, but sometimes that can, I guess, be a backhanded compliment. What are the top 5 for y'all? I know for me, one of my biggest ones is do not call me buddy. Like, don't call me.
You don't like buddy?
Don't call me buddy. I always feel like anytime somebody's like, yo, buddy over there, or yo, like whenever they say something like that, it's always disrespectful.
That is kind of wild.
Or if they be like my G, like whenever someone ends their sentence with my G, bro, I always be like, because they're always telling you, think about it.
That's like a different town,
I
don't know.
Yeah,
some New York niggas kind of mean it
here's the thing. Not what's up, my G, because you're just saying what's up to somebody. But sometimes people be like, yeah, don't do that, my G. Like when they tell you my G, like I'm not really your G. You're just being disrespectful to me right now. You feel what I'm saying? Or somebody be like, yo, buddy over there. Don't call me buddy because you're clowning me.
Yeah, it's a certain context. Yeah. Like, what's up with buddy? What's up with buddy?
Exactly, bro. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
My joint, I guess for me, my joint is I don't know if I just hate this shit or if it's a backhanded compliment. I hate when niggas call me big guy. I fucking hate that shit, bro. I hate it.
Why don't you like that, bro?
I hate it, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. It just pissed me off every time.
Ain't that some for real, ain't that some old head shit though? The only people who I hear say that is like old heads.
No,
so when
bro.
old heads see you and you taller than them, like, oh, what's up, big guy?
No,
like, I
bro.
never seen a young boy.
Everybody, yo, big guy. Like, no, bro, I'm not a big guy.
Well, I'm not tall. So
I don't know. I thought that was an old head joke because, like, if it ain't big guy, it's big man. Like, I always hear a whole head like, "What's going on, big man? How you doing, big man?"
They're horrible. Both are horrible. Equally horrible. I hate them. Man.
All right, so hold up.
I feel like they backhanded compliments, bro.
Time out. I'm offended, bro. As a nigga who 5'10", you know what I'm saying? You 6'5", you 6'7". You mean?
It's not a compliment.
Niggas be hyping y'all niggas up all the fucking time. So y'all get mad when niggas call you big guy? Like, come on, bro. Y'all disrespecting me,
so never mind. I'm not even gonna do that. Never mind, bro. But it's not a compliment, bro. No, it's not a compliment, bro. It's not.
I don't have a problem. I mean, I understand.
I wouldn't know, bro. I'm on the outside looking in, so
I always was cool. I always took it as a sign of respect, but I understand where
nobody ever seen me and said, "Yo, what's up, big guy?" Like, bro.
Look, that would be ultimate disrespect.
No, that's disrespectful. I was like, my nigga, I'm 5'9". We can talk about it. Like, we can fight right now. Like,
that's the ultimate disrespect. That's disrespectful. They did that to you.
No. Yeah, if a nigga called me big guy, he trying to play me.
That's why I think it's disrespectful. It's not. I don't care who you call him, big guy or big man. I feel like that's disrespectful.
I think for somebody like Ant, like if you Ant, bro, I don't think anyone should ever just make any mention of anything like that because they can't call you.
Hold on.
No. Just listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Listeners seem like I'm 5'3".
No. But this is what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying though, because if they don't call you big man, if they don't be like, "Yo, what's up, big guy? How you doing, big man?" if they don't call you that, the opposite of that is, "What's up, little guy?" Or what's up?
I'm not little.
Exactly. So they
call me by my name, my nigga. Just call me by
I'm not.
That's my point. So they should never mention anything.
Call me by my tall.
That's what I'm saying. I agree. So I don't have a problem with somebody calling me big. I never had a problem with that. I think with you or like anybody.
I just don't like how he point when he say with you. I don't like that. But
I'm not coming at you. That's the funny thing.
Yo, that was crazy. Dude.
But hold up. The most disrespectful joint to me though, I have it on here. I almost forgot. Is champ.
Okay.
Do not call me. Like I'd be like, bro, do not call me champ because
that's Baltimore shit, bro. That's DMV shit.
That might be true, but I'm not from there. So it's like, don't call me champ because I know you don't think I'm a champion. So like, don't call me champ.
How you don't think you're a champion, bro?
Bro, anybody that be
like, I don't got no. He said I don't got no medals, nigga.
But they be like, yo, relax, champ. I'd be like, bro, don't call me champ because you being disrespectful. You don't think I'm a champion. You don't know me. Don't call me champ.
It's a real subtle.
I think anything is an aggressive tone. What's up?
Super subtle, John. And it's not always, but niggas use it as this, and they try to downplay it, bro. The word "bro" is like that's it.
Nigga.
Bro, nigga. Like
if I'm not your bro, but you overly bro me, that's super disrespectful, bro.
You dicky, and I don't like that shit. Get on my fucking face.
That's different though.
And it's not, I don't mean like I'm just saying like the dicky shit I just added on to the and I'm not saying he dicky because he called me bro, but like I feel like it could be a backhanded compliment because niggas be like, you know what I mean, bro. I don't know how to even say this shit.
No, you're right. You're right. I don't think necessarily it's a backhanded compliment. I just think people overuse it today because I think bro is just an overused word today.
I think this is the number one.
My girl called me bro one day. I almost socked her.
Damn, that's crazy.
A girl
calling you bro?
No, my girl.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
You want to know what's even more disrespectful though? Calling your girl bro. They will get mad as hell.
They want to call. They can call you bro. They want to call you bro.
Nah, your girl. Go ahead, call your girl bro. Next time you say like, yo, what's up, bro? She gonna get mad. Yeah, she gonna play.
Yeah, they want that respect. They don't want you to disrespect their title like that. That's true. That's very true.
But definitely very true. Number one thing I think y'all miss that super disrespect is if somebody gives you a compliment about something you're doing, but they put "lil" in front of it.
Oh,
my nigga, yo, I see your little business or your little hustle, or
your little podcast.
Like, my nigga, what you mean, lil? Nigga, like, yo, come on, bro.
Catch these little hands, nigga.
No, real rap, bro. Catch these little hands.
You put lil in front of somebody's compliment, bro. In front of somebody's accomplishment, that's a super bad.
Bro, you know they do that with the podcast, or at least people that talk. Some people that talk to me, they be like, "Yeah, I heard your little podcast." They don't. No, not many people, but it's happened before. Happened before. I was like, oh, word, my little podcast.
Like that, bro.
Nah, this the big laundromat, nigga.
Big Matt, nigga. Stop playing with me. Change the name to the Big Matt.
That's funny, man.
Super
But
long.
anyway, man, I guess to move on. Yeah, don't call me champ. And so I guess what else? I guess we about to finish up. We I guess it's like almost an hour.
The champ.
I guess we can talk about some dope shows or music. Basically, I just want to talk about the Mouse and the Palace doc. Anybody that's a hoop fan, if you haven't seen this documentary, I advise you to go watch it. It was a good John.
Young Bull, if you're a Young Bull hoop fan, go watch this, John. The Young Bull 14 I was talking to the other day, I was talking to him and a 21-year-old Young Bull, and they was talking about the biggest fight they ever seen in a game a couple years ago. Somebody threw a ball at somebody or something. It was a dumb John. I remember too. It was bull. I was like, y'all never seen the Malice at the Palace? And then this
I can't believe that was 17 years ago, bro.
Damn, it was. You just telling me that.
Happened in November 19, 2004. I just looked it up.
17 years ago?
I remember that. No, I remember it clearly.
No, I remember when it happened too. I think we were of the age to really remember that. Like, and I remember like watching ESPN and being like, yo, they really was rumbling like this. Like,
I was 12, bro. I remember that shit vividly.
I was sitting in the room with my pop, and I remember it all unfolded. And then finally, like when the whole fight was over and they cut the TV off, I remember looking at my pop like, yo, did that just really happen? Like, did they really just fight? Like,
yeah.
And they let it play the whole time too.
They didn't cut the camera at all.
They didn't.
It was WWE.
Anybody, man, you got to watch the documentary if you're not familiar. I couldn't believe how they was really rumbling. Like looking back on it now, I was like, wow, I remember it being a big fight. But I was like, they really allowed all of this to happen with little to no security guards or cops.
You'll never see it again. You'll never see it again.
We'll never see that happen again. The one thing I want to talk about, I guess we can finish on this topic, is like Ron Artest, because he was one of the main figures in the fight. And he has a personality, like, and I recognize it very well, where he's a person where it's like, you just take them for who they are. Like with some people, you know how we all
you being nice about it, bro. You being nice about it, bro.
No, listen what I'm saying. Like some people,
he don't got you. Call it a spade, bro. He don't got all his crowns in the box.
Oh yeah. He don't got his a couple screws is loose. That's no doubt about it. And I guess that's you're right. But I'm saying like we all evolve and change. But some people, like, how many people in y'all lives do y'all think like, this nigga is just who he is? I just gotta accept him for who he is. Or this girl is just who she is.
A lot.
I got a couple.
He was one of them balls because it seemed like he just was like nobody could get through to him. Like, dog, you gotta chill out, cause like
I'm gonna be like, this is me, nigga. Don't.
That's what he do. You don't even ask him to chill out. You just prepare for what's gonna happen after he do what he gonna do.
Exactly.
Yeah, you already know what type of time you are.
Do you think, I guess to finish on this, do y'all think y'all have a quality about yourselves where it's like, niggas just gonna have to accept this? I'm not gonna be able to change this about myself.
Yes.
That's a great question. I'll go ahead then, if you know yours right off bat.
I mean, y'all know mine too. And my girl told me all the time, I'm super anti, like, if y'all know what that means, like, I'm against everything all the time. For no reason, bro. And I can't help it. There's nothing I can do about that shit, bro. I'm just
nigga just love to disagree with me.
He never want to be on board. He never on board.
Like my friend, he'd be like, no matter what.
That's real rap. That's definitely I can see that. I can see that. What about you, Ant? You got anything?
I would say my thing is probably I'm super independent. Y'all niggas probably know about that with me. Like I'll ask y'all, like, y'all trying to do something. But I'm not really asking y'all. I'm asking y'all to join me. Anyway, like, if y'all niggas don't go, I'm still going to be there, my niggas. Yeah,
that's real rap.
Yeah, I'm super.
That's a good joint, too. I definitely see both of them joints for both of y'all. That's funny as a mug. And you're definitely like that. I guess for me, probably my one thing, I'm never going to be that comfortable in scenes. So for me, it's like I never want to cause a scene. So I don't think
That's a fact.
So I know for me, dog, like that's probably never going to change. Like I'll never be more comfortable causing a scene. Like I never want to be the center of attention like that. So don't ever have me out there like that.
Start getting weird, I never look at cheese. Bro.
I'm out.
He gonna try to unweird the situation. I'm like, nah.
Quickly, bro. I'm out, bro. Never trying to be the center of attention in that way, dog. That's funny.
Yo, that's fucking hilarious, bro.
That's funny, man. But that was a good episode, man. Episode 28 of the Laundromat Show. Like I said in the beginning, be on the lookout for our episode 30 celebration in terms of a raffle and stuff like that. We'll get you the details soon.
Man, make sure y'all join that shit, man. Winner get a box of Black and Milds, man. You know when you get like
wood
whatever,
tip.
man.
Y'all crazy. That's out of
Bad
pocket.
Dog 2020.
Real rap. The yellow John. But anyway, man, it's the Laundromat Show. It's a Laundromat Show, episode 28. I'm K Rose.
And McKee.
Let's go.
We out.